We're learning more about the crash that killed a Polk County Sheriff's Sergeant. A motorist the sergeant had pulled over on that Sunday morning just before the crash used the sergeant's own radio to call for help.
I'm at the 7-Eleven on Spirit Lake Road. 10-4, ID yourself.
Whiskey 5-4 reference. I believe it's an officer who just got hit.
Might be a civilian.
Sergeant Wes Whitmore, it turns out, died in that 7-Eleven parking lot in Winter Haven after the sheriff says 79-year-old Leo Saunders blacked out, lost control of his SUV, and crashed into Whitmore's patrol car. That cruiser then hit Whitmore, killing him. Our Jeff Butera is live tonight at the sheriff's office in Winter Haven. And Jeff, I understand you spoke with several people who worked with Whitmore.
Yeah, Brendan, talked to three of them. One of them was Sergeant Whitmore's former partner. The second works for him, and the third was Whitmore's captain. All three had specific stories that described Whitmore as a law enforcement officer. Wes Whitmore was a married father of 4, but if you talk to his son or his co-workers, more than 4 people looked at him as a dad.
Well, a lot of people looked at him kind of like a father figure.
Basically, if they were a friend of one of his kids.
Oh, yes, they were family, yes. Absolutely.
And according to his former partner, Sergeant Stephanie Tatlian, he cared about family, too, which you could see every year at Christmas.
If another detective had little children at the house, he would be the first to step up to say that he would go ahead and work for them that week.
And if it was the week of your birthday, Deputy Tamara Meyer, who worked for Whitmore, says her sergeant would make sure you knew he cared.
He'd write dates on the board, and we're like, what's this for? And he'd come in with donuts, and he just wanted to make sure that our birthdays were special.
But he wasn't just Christmases and birthdays. Tatlian says he had a knack for getting suspects to confess. Meyer says Whitmore was such a good boss, his whole shift decided to stay together. And Whitmore's captain, Andy Ray, says Whitmore was feisty, too, if he disagreed with you.
If his position was at odds with mine or anyone else's, he wasn't afraid to share that as well. But at the same time, when it got down to brass tacks, and I looked at Wes and said, I appreciate your input, now go do it. Yes, sir, and he was all about getting it done.
Whitmore retired from the Air Force as a major. In 15 years here at the Sheriff's Office, he earned 24 commendations and 391 accomplishment reports. Certainly a decorated guy. Live in Winter Haven, I'm Jeff Butera, ABC Action News.